it is like everywhere you go on social media, it's like top 3 things to better your mental health, all this bullshit. I was not going to record, no shade, this week. I've needed this weekend to be alone and to not like be out and about. Like, you guys, for the last few weeks, like from the vlogs you have been seeing, not only was I vlogging, but I was also going out with my friends. I was also seeing family. I was going to work, going to college, doing all of this at once. And I just needed like a weekend of not doing all that stuff. But for some reason, I'm out here recording again. So we're gonna see what this brings. I don't know. I'm on my way to my favorite place in Dublin, as you guys know already, which is Phoenix Park. And usually if I'm on route to this place, something's going on. No shade. This is my place that I kind of regroup my thoughts and like we reset, you know, and sometimes you got to do that. I just finished this week's video, literally like, it was either this morning or last night that I was like still working on it. So maybe that's also why I needed like a minute of pause before going into the next project. But also I don't want to get burnt out with this because I love doing this so much. So for me, it's like, I rather just show up as I am. Like, yes, I might not be like the most like bouncy and like excited to be here version of myself, but bitch, I'm showing up. I've clocked in. You guys, I've been really contemplating on shaving my beard. Like, it's been on my mind because I just feel like it's aging me. Like, girl, I'm 24. Like, why? This is giving like mid-30s. So I think I'm gonna shave soon. But yeah, I was thinking I would just go to Phoenix Park, but now I'm thinking about it again. There is another like park that's kind of like just like off the side of Phoenix Park that a lot of people don't know about. I think it's called like the War Memorial Gardens, and I haven't been there in a minute, so that could be a nice place I can take you to. Oh yeah, if I'm being I nearly slipped on the ice. I'm being completely honest with you guys, I did cancel on seeing one of my friends today. I did tell them, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see you, like we can catch up and kiki and all of that, and then I had to check in with myself again and just be like, actually, you are not ready for this. And I think that's also a big thing that I'm learning. It's like, in the past, I would have just shown up for that person and just been there even though I wasn't doing good, and I'd be too scared to like say no, just in case they would not want to be friends no more or whatever. But I don't know, I'm walking into a part in my life where I'm like, girl, if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, you don't. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest about my emotions and how I feel. And I think that has honestly brought in some amazing people in my life, just being honest. So yeah, but yeah, we're just stepping into Phoenix Park right now. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take like the regular route. I do have to cross the road here, so I will have to pause for a second. One sec. So yeah, I will give you guys a visual. I'm really hoping that this microphone is not fucked today. It was really annoying me in the last vlog. Yeah, in the last vlog, I was editing it. There's probably like 5 or 6 minutes of footage that I had to completely get rid of just because of this microphone. I don't know if it's in the right place. Yeah, I think I have to get better at this, like just where I position it as well, because last time I had it like too close to my neck and it was just, you could hear like the ruffling and the scattering. So but yeah, my hands are literally freezing, you guys. It is that cold in Dublin today, and it just kind of came out of nowhere. Like all of December it was fine. It's January that gets you, girl. And this morning it was icy as well. Like I saw ice everywhere. I was like, oh, we're not doing this. But yeah, I'm getting paid next week, so I'm literally, the second I get paid, I'm booking that trip. No shade. And we get out of here for a little bit, and I think that might be is that going to be my first like traveling vlog? I don't know, but I'm definitely going to take you guys wherever I go. I think I was thinking about Italy or Spain, like somewhere where it's not going to be, it won't be summer, but it's not going to be giving this, you know, like damn, it is so cold. Okay, let me not cover the camera. Okay, here's another little visual of what's going on. Yeah, they got a little lake in this park. So I put some gloves on because it was too much. But something I don't think I've ever like dove deep into is like, okay, you guys know I love Phoenix Park, but like why? Like, yes, of course, I come here to like get my thoughts together, get my mind together, but Also, like, the structure of this park is another thing that, like, I've not seen any other park do this. So, right, so they put this little, like, I would say this is like the landscaped part of the park where, you know, they've put like, of course you can't see it now, but usually there's like flowers, there's like just nice landscaping here. And then the rest of it is this big, just like open road where you can just like walk, and you're just like walking in a straight line for a while. And something about that I really like, you know, like just the amount of space you have here. Lord, I need space. I need space sometimes. So it's definitely good for that. And yeah, there's always like a new path here as well. Like every time I come here, I'm like, oh, I've seen everything. I've went in every single way. And then it just turns out that I find this like new little pathway that all of a sudden you didn't even know it was there. But we're making this work. We are making this work with gloves and a phone. I'm gonna go straight and I'm gonna show you guys the way to get there, because a lot of people don't even know about this place. So yeah, I don't know how well you guys can see it there, but yeah, this road just kind of goes on for a really long time. I think probably to walk towards the end of it, I think it takes me like maybe an hour and a half. So it's a pretty nice walk. And yeah, I really like the fact that it just kind of goes on and on and on. Okay, so you can see it there. Oh, pose for the thumbnail. Hey, hold on. No, you can't even see that shit. I would have to get closer to it to even give you like the whole thumbnail vibe. But yeah, that's the obelisk statue that's here in Phoenix Park. So once you find this, there's this nice little road that goes beside it. So that's where I'm going right now. And there's going to be another little road that we're going to go down so we can find this other part. Anyway, we're going to give you the little thumbnail tease. I think this is so funny. Just it doesn't give. I would have to like go like closer to it to really give you the real thumbnail vibe for it. But what's clickable about this shit? Like, it's just a statue. No shade, it's just a statue. Now I do have this pretty cool video of it that I took this weekend. Actually, the road that I was walking on like a few minutes ago, it's usually covered in beautiful trees, and they are still there, don't get me wrong, but they did kind of chop them. They chopped them up quite a bit this year. And basically what I didn't see is this obelisk statue is kind of positioned so that it's like right in the middle of that road, and I thought that was really cool. I never even noticed that, so I'm going to include that video here. But yeah, let me give you guys the little thumbnail vibe right now. So, oh my gosh, look. First time seeing this. See, what did I say in my previous vlog? Oh, you gotta act like a tourist. Oh my gosh, it's so big. I've never seen anything like this before. It's crazy, right? No, for real. You gotta do that shit, cause life can get pretty repetitive sometimes. It really can. There we go. Just kind of vibe. Yeah. Okay, this car about to mess up my fucking shot. Actually, no, that wasn't. You guys, when the trees were here, I'd never seen this building. What is this? Is this like a stadium or something? It's crazy. But yeah, that's another cool thing. That's another cool little detail in Phoenix Park. A feature is that like when the seasons change, you can see more of like the buildings, and like you can just see more things. So yeah, these are the random ass stairs you gotta take to get to the other park. So that's what we're doing right now. I don't know why I'm recording this and walking down the stairs. Probably not the best idea, but these are kind of cool. They look like they haven't been touched since they were made. So yeah, it kind of feels like you're going to some ancient place. Wait, I don't know if I'm gonna fit. I don't know if I'm gonna fit through this gate. I don't know. This is okay. They let us skinny bitch through. What about it? But yeah, we're just on the way there. Again, sorry guys for the random. Actually, why am I saying sorry? I think that's something I'm gonna bring up in this vlog. Apologizing for being who the fuck I am. I think that's something I want to stop doing. Yeah, I've noticed that about me. It's like I do that a lot. you know, and I don't like that about myself, where I apologize for who I am, but who I am is who I am, you know. And I know it's a conversation about self-worth and self-love, which is something I'm always working on, but at the end of the day, I want to be here and I want to create, so that's what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, there's so much New Year, New Me activities happening right now, and I love it. I love seeing it. To be honest, this could also be considered like very New Year, New Me, you know, out with the camera, vlogging myself, but girl, no, we started before the New Year. But yeah, there is something about the New Year and just wanting to like start again, or kind of rethink what you've been doing before. I don't know what it is, but it's probably loud here. Maybe I can give y'all a little bridge view or whatever. This place is really nice when it's sunny. Is it sunny right now? No. Are we still going? Well, yeah. Okay, so here's a little lake vibe, and you can see the obelisk. That's where we were a few minutes ago. So we're almost there. Just gotta walk through this little shady area. No shade. Gotta walk on some mokia spot to get there. But yeah, these are the vibes right now. It's just giving like bleak and grey. Welcome to Dublin. Oh shit, we've arrived already. So I found this little sign. So yeah, it's the National War Memorial Gardens. So y'all can pause and read that. I don't really care, no shade. But this is what it looks like when it's nice and sunny, and this is what it's like right now. I'm happy to be here. This place does bring back a lot of good memories for me, because it was just this like random park that I discovered when I was just like out and about. I was like on Google Maps, I was like, I wonder what's this way, and then it turned out to be this pretty cool park. And it is nice as well if it's during the summer and there's a lot of people in Phoenix Park and you try to be extra antisocial, come here. That's a little bonus tip for you. Yeah, because I really like the trees in the background there. I kind of see. So I'm here in the main selling point of this whole park, which are these like little like garden rings thing. English. There are these little like garden ring things they have here. There's two of them. This is the nicer one, no shade. And it's nice, and they got these little like buildings there. Again, this looks completely different in the summer, but I'm just here because I'm reminiscing. I'm reminiscing of a day I was here with my friend, summertime this year, or no, 2025. And yeah, we were just having like such a nice conversation. There was like flowers, you could smell the flowers here. It was just such a beautiful day. And now, girl, this lake frozen over, it's not the same. It's really not. But I understand this is just a part of nature, you know. It's got to go through all this so it can blossom, you know. So, and I'm hoping to move with nature this year. Listen, yeah. But it's nice. It's really beautiful actually. Like the structure alone is quite stunning. And we're gonna go here because this is like the central part, and there's a fountain, but it's almost frozen over as well. Yeah, we're just walking through. See, I feel very comfortable walking through all these like archways and like castles. Like something about it just makes me feel very like comfy, you know. So yeah, this is the vibes here. Let me give y'all the 0.5 vibe. Yeah. You can manifest something here, no shade. You can manifest something light. That's pretty cool. Kind of looks like a bowl from here. Damn, it's really frozen over. And I am hyper aware as a Gen Z, of course, but just in general, that this is supposed to be like a war memorial type of place. And I am not here to disrespect. I am not here to, you know, but at the same time, that's not what this video is going to be about. And you're probably like, well, Jacob, why don't you talk about it? And it's like, girl, I already been through it. Like, I might have not fought the war, but I got the trauma. I got the trauma from the war. If you are an immigrant child, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We might have not been there, but that trauma was passed on to us from our parents. So it's the same shit essentially, you know, all of that unresolved pain, guilt, and shame that came from those events. It's like, we got them. you know. But I think the difference is that our generation, we're moving towards a space of healing, you know, a place of actually, no, I don't want to live in that guilt, that shame, that fear that you live in. You know, I don't want to live in that. You know, I want to create a different kind of life where actually I believe positive things can happen in my life. I believe I deserve good things, you know, so it's cool seeing that. It's cool seeing that from our generation. Now, I can't say that without a little bit of criticism. I think we are becoming so obsessed with self-improvement, me included, no shade. It is like everywhere you go on social media, it's like top 3 things to better your mental health, all this bullshit. But what I want to communicate as a creator, as a psychologist, as someone who loves to like study this, you got to look at yourself. You got to get quiet and look at yourself. That's one thing I had to learn, because I was looking at other people, I was learning from other people, listening to other people's stories, podcasts, interviews, all this shit. What about you? What about you? You know, and your story. So that's something that I've been reflecting on, and I think it's good to think about as Gen Z, because we're so in other people's lives. But what about our own? What about our own story? So I got to another little place in the park. I'm just trying to be mindful of le microphone. I'm hoping the audio is good here. But yeah, this is probably the most peaceful that it has been on this walk so far. People are out, you know, even though it's Sunday, it's freezing cold, people still want to go outside, which is nice, because yeah, living inside the house, girl, I can't do that. I really can't. I've been watching David Lynch movies this weekend. I'm a huge David Lynch fan, but I actually never watched his movies. I think last year it was probably summertime as well, where I watched like all of his interviews, read his book, and that's kind of a common theme with me, is like and I guess that's why I shared what I shared in the previous clip, is because I do get so invested in other people's lives. And I guess, yeah, you can learn a lot from that, you know, you can learn a lot from other people's experiences, but you still just have to be mindful that you got your own to live, you know. And especially I think it's also good, and I will contradict myself because that's who I am as well, and I think it's also good for people who maybe are not surrounded by people who like uplift them and inspire them, to learn from other people's stories who got to that creative place within themselves, you know, like how they got there, and kind of have their creative voice as like a voice in their head when they're like navigating life and like just going about their business, you know. Because yeah, if you're surrounded by negative people who are bringing you down, people who are still living in survival and not shame and guilt, it's not going to help you flourish. It's really not. So I do see that being beneficial. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, yeah, I watched Mulholland Drive and then No Straight Story. Both I absolutely adored. I did not mess with that jump scare in Mulholland Drive, no shame. That one got me, and I watched that back like 3 or 4 times. I was like, it can't be that scary. Like, why is my brain doing this thing where I think it's like the most frightening thing ever? And I watched it like 3 or 4 times. It was still just as scary. I was like, what? Oh my gosh. But his movies are such cool experiences, because I think it is all about how you're feeling and how you interpret it throughout the movie. So it is a movie, but it's also more of like an experience, you know, where it's like you don't put this on to like unwind and relax. It's more like you want to experience it like it's a piece of art. So no shade, tonight might be another one. I don't know which one I'll watch. I did try to watch Blue Velvet. I never finished that one because it was given too much. I also didn't finish Eraserhead. I got so close to the ending, and then I was like, I think with me as well, if a movie makes me feel like, I don't mind feeling uncomfortable watching something, but if the whole thing makes me feel uncomfortable, if there's no moments of like safety, I don't know. But I wonder what that means. As a psychologist, I wonder what that means. Of course I do, that's who I am, you know. But yeah, I'm also trying to think where else I can take you. Yeah, right now I'm feeling like Dublin is my muse. Do you know what I mean? Like, as an artist, this place, you're my muse, bitch. I gotta work with what I have, and I don't know. This video, it might seem like I don't like this place, but I do. I really do. Now, do I like the weather? Do I like the climate? No. But yeah, you can find beauty everywhere though. That is true, no matter where I travel. And it's always that like grass is greener type shit. Like I'm always like, oh, if I move this place it'll be better. Like, girl, you gotta make the better. I'm so philosophical today. What is going on? Yeah, and then I always have to include the across the road with me type of shot, because I think it's important for the plot. Okay, we're going back up these stairs. Ooh, shit. But yeah, what I was gonna say was, you need to get you a Sagittarius friend. Like, if you have a Sagittarius friend, you know this. We get very philosophical. We're very like, we just want to give you like the life lessons, all the little like nuggets of wisdom. But truly, I think what it is as well, it's like we're saying all this to essentially someone else, but we're kind of saying it to ourselves, you know? Like every time I speak on my shit, it's like, I need to hear this. The person who needs to hear this the most is me, myself, and I. So yeah.